stepping in on short notice for this bout against Isuru Dilhara is Dhayabaran Clarance. You know, he is training under coach Ashok Jayaratna from K1 Ceylon. He is, Revata, the funny thing is, this guy has been sparring with Tazo and Sabah Galantia, the two guys who has knockout victories in the last KFL. And he is, I don't know much about him, but when I spoke to him, he said that, this is a fantastic opportunity. Imagine getting a win against Isuru Dilhara. That would put me up to the top of the brass in Sri Lanka. He has 1.5 years of experience in kickboxing. He's a southpaw fighter and he is coming in to make a statement tonight.
If you know anything about Sri Lankan striking combat sports, you know Isuru Dilhara. One of the best kickboxers and Muay Thai fighters in the country. Coming out of Hanguranketa, a breeding ground for Sri Lanka's best, under the great Jamita Bandara. This guy is what Sri Lanka has to offer. He's at the pinnacle of the sport in this country. And if anybody deserves a contract, maybe this guy is that guy, Coming in here, he has a point to prove. If you are who you say you are, get this job done.
I mean, if you're a hardcore fight fan, you need to know who Isuru Dilhara is. I've seen him at boxing events, I've seen him at Muay Thai events and at K1 fights. And it was nothing but total domination from this kid. His cardio is off the charts, Shyam.
I'll tell you why though. His cardio is off the charts because he hails from the hill country, right?
For sure.
Very important. He trains in the hill country at high altitude levels, and this man is able to go toe to toe and beyond with anybody in the ring simply based on that. He's got amazing power, attitude, and also this guy has the same coach as our girl Nimesha Kumari.
Yes, Nimesha
Jamita Bandara, right? So, like you said, he's the perfect poster for
Ladies and gentlemen,
right now.
This is bout number 3. 3 3-minute rounds in the Super Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a K1 fighter standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 56 kg, representing K1 Ceylon. Put your hands together for Dhayabaran Clarance. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai fighter standing at 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 56 kilos, fighting out of Hanguranketa Muay Thai. Make some noise for Isuru Dilhara! And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Shinal Fernando. Let's go to war!
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is in the Super Bantamweight division. Representing K1 Ceylon is Dhayabaran Clarance, standing at 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing in at 56 kilograms. And Isuru Dilhara, of course, standing at 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 56 kilograms, representing the Hanguranketa Muay Thai Club. Here we go, bout number 3.
1.5 experience versus 5 years of experience. I might need to say though, I loved how Tazo came to the ring and had a chat with Clarence.
For sure, he has been sparring with Tazo at K1 Ceylon and under the supervision of coach Ashok Jayaratna.
So you could expect something.
You could expect something. Dhayabaran Clarance has been training.
He looks a lot smaller.
And he took in this opportunity for this fight, And Isuru was supposed to fight an Indian fighter, but unfortunately there was an injury and that fight fell apart. And Dhayabaran Clarance was like, give me this opportunity. Here we go.
Straight away with some strong hands.
That's some great pace going right there.
Dhayabaran has come to fight though. He's going to bring the fight to Isuru.
They are sparring and they are sparring hard. But the issue I'm having here is Dhayabaran going all guns blazing. He's going to go out of breath at some point.
Exactly, Shyam. That adrenaline jump. You spend it all too early.
Way too early.
Wow, these exchanges are crazy. And the pace Dhayabaran Clarance brings into this fight is just amazing.
Usually though, when Isuru Dilhara enters competitions in Sri Lanka, he comes with an aura around him. Fighters are a little bit hesitant to take it to him.
For sure.
But today,
I think
Dhayabaran's coming.
This is the hardest few seconds Isuru had to face. Oh, and Isuru caught him clean with the left hand.
Now.
But here we go. Isuru's like, you want to trade? I can trade too.
He was like, man, don't forget, I am Isuru Dilhara.
I think he felt a little bit disrespected over there.
For sure. I think, Clarence was like, hey man, let's go. An outside
There
leg
you
kick
go.
by Isuru. Oh,
Here
and
comes
Isuru
the
connects
setting.
there with a big right hand. Just a reminder, a knees to the body in the clinch are not counted under the eyes of the judges when they're scoring. Only knees to the head. in the
Dhayabaran
clinch.
already looking a little bit tired and weary.
He is, and
That's
is the
Is-
fading starting now? Is it the end of the beginning?
This
the
is
beginning of the
the
end.
final few seconds of the first round, and Isuru making it count with those mad combinations.
Isuru's left high kick is looking dangerous. Each time Dhayabaran bends to that corner, I get a little bit of a
connects
feeling
again.
in my stomach.
Isuru wasn't able to catch Dhayabaran with that kick though, but if he does, man, it's very dangerous. And Isuru caught him again there.
I think Isuru senses most of the danger is now gone. He's going to walk Dhayabaran down, and I mean Dhayabaran needs to make sure he keeps respect here.
Dhayabaran is slowing down.
You know, I call Isuru, like I said in the last KFL, I call him the Terminator. His facial expressions never change. This kid is something else. He's pressuring forward with those straight 1-2s, hooks. A knee to the body there by Isuru, and Isuru slips off.
One thing I will say is when Isuru comes forward, he's swinging a little wildly and keeping himself open. If Dhayabaran were to time something straight down the barrel, maybe he could have some success.
That is 100% right, Revata.
Look at those tradings going in.
But man, Dhayabaran is very durable. He's eating all these punches
Exactly, and Isuru is not being able to put him away at the moment, and he's being drawn into this brawl.
for sure.
This is not the type of fight Isuru Dilhara usually likes to fight. You know, he likes to keep it a bit technical. He likes to play from the outside.
Is it safe to say that Dhayabaran has taken him off his game a little bit?
Yeah, it's not easy fighting a guy who's just coming forward and swinging. You know.
It's true, but you know, against all of his opponents, Isuru, you know, all of his opponents. Wow.
Oh, a little shot after the bell there, but Isuru is going to keep cool. He's going to go back to his corner a little bit.
This had to be the fastest first round we've seen.
But Dhayabaran seems a bit. He seems tired. He seems gone, Revata, and Isuru is.
Goodness,
this,
yes.
Yeah, okay. Isuru seems a bit tired too, and this is the first time I've seen him this tired in a long time. But you know, the way that Isuru brought the pace of the fight back to his own terms is amazing. You know, the round started off with Dhayabaran Clarence taunting Isuru Dilhara, let's go, come on. But Isuru did not panic. That is a key thing here. And Isuru was like, you know, we got 2 rounds. Let's wait and watch. And that was his attitude after the first few seconds of the first round. What wouldn't you say, Revata?
Yeah, I think Isuru, the longer this fight goes, the more it favors him, obviously. He's trying to drag him into deep waters, but
Yep.
again, Isuru is going to be best advised to keep this fight in his style, not try and get drawn into these brawls, keep it on the outside and time something. And he was close to doing that on many occasions in the first round.
But you know, guys, Sham, even this fight was supposed, you know, Isuru was supposed to be the favorite, and I am very surprised as to the durability of Dhayabaran Clarence. Second round.
I'll tell you what though, everything. Ooh, an attempt was made. I'll tell you what though, it all depends on what happens in this round. Okay, the first 1.5 minutes on this round will dictate the terms, because I feel Dhayabaran is fading. I feel the oxygen levels are thinning and the brain isn't computing.
Ooh, a big kick to the legs by Isuru, and Isuru charges in with those straight 1-2s. And Dhayabaran eats all of those punches.
And Dhayabaran is so durable. He takes all these shots to the body, all these shots to the head, and just keeps marching forward.
If he could just make that opportune moment, like you said, straight down the barrel, it's open when Isuru's fighting. And a standing count.
Gasping. Right.
Was that a standing count, Revata?
Yeah, it seems like the referee is issuing a standing count. I'm not certain for what exactly that was.
You gotta love the resilience.
Ooh, a teep kick that
was a
Beautifully
tough one.
fine front kick. A
Oh.
teep.
almost drops Clarence.
That's one of Isuru's key weapons. The Hangguan get the boys, they have some great teeps on them.
Isuru caught him clean with a couple of punches there. And they get into a clinch, and the referee breaks off the clinch as per standard K1 rules.
I'm watching Tazo on ringside, and he's just shouting instructions, you know. Give him the jabs, give him the jabs.
Isuru now closing in. The referee can separate this clinch.
Yeah, Isuru's, I think in the clinch, Isuru's waiting to land that one big knee to the head. before the referee breaks off.
That was a wild right.
That was a
left
good
hand.
miss
Yes.
as far as Dhayabaran is concerned.
And Isuru, I have to acknowledge Isuru's head movement here. He kind of evaded a couple of shots there by Clarence.
Dhayabaran's body language is not looking good. Each time they're separated, his hands down, stumbling into the corners.
Yeah,
Coach Ashoka Jayaratne paying close attention to his student at this moment.
Oh, that's the teep.
That's the teep.
An iconic Hanguram Keta teep.
That was a heavy teep kick to the body, man. That must have hurt a lot. An outside leg kick by Isuru, and he moves in. Oh!
Man, this Dhayabaran Clarence though, he came to fight.
he did.
Oh! A kick that landed clean on the face.
The
And a nice left hand by Isuru.
Nice work there.
The second round going in favor of Isuru Dilhara so far.
Hands down.
Dhayabaran not doing a lot to protect himself in some of these exchanges.
Yeah, he's relying on his durability. And Isuru Dilhara lands a clean right hand.
I think the referee could. Seems like this fight is going to continue.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think this might be the time for the referee to issue a count. Man, Dhayabaran took a lot of damage at the end of that round.
That's round 2.
That was a brutal round for Clarence. Dhayabaran was, his coaches need to give him some directions at this point. The third round is what matters at the end.
Tell you what though, it was a brutal round for Dhayabaran, but man did he stand up.
Yeah.
He took it. He took every hit. Man, it was like getting run over by a bus over and over and over again. But he stood there and he took it.
Man, I know that Dhayabaran Clarence walked into this fight on short notice, but man, I want to see him fight again. I'm not gonna lie, the guy is very durable and he can fight, man. He's a brawler.
No questioning his heart and built to fight, But like one thing you say in combat sports is, are you too tough for your own good? Isuru Dilhara is walking him down, giving him a lot of damage to the head. Maybe relying on durability isn't the thing here and having a little bit more defensive capability. But I'm excited to see what the corner tells him in the third round and how he adjusts.
I'm just watching the two corners. Isuru is like really chill and he's all prepped and ready to go. Dhayabaran on the other hand was like a person being completely out of breath.
One thing we love this sport for is though it can change in a second.
For sure.
And Dhayabaran is swinging for the fences when he swings.
I remember Mark last time when we were here. All it takes is one hit.
Isuru Dilhara charging forward. My goodness. The referee breaks off the clinch.
It's interesting when Isuru swings wildly like that. You can also see him moving his head though. He's being watchful even though it looks quite wild.
Clarence needs to counter that massive outside leg kick. He needs to get into the pocket because Isuru, his kicks are too good and his boxing is good as well. Oh, head kick blocked there by Clarence. Both exchange deep kicks. A huge shot by a nice left hand there by Isuru. Two left hands if I'm not mistaken. Those are some brutal shots.
These are brutal shots. Tell you what though, I am absolutely impressed by young Dhayabaran. Okay, both the guys out of the ring for a little bit. Some fresh air. The referee says, hang on. Breathe, man, breathe. Let's do this slowly. Isuru wants to go for the finish. Isuru wants a big finish. He wants to make sure he wins in a knockout.
Amazing head movement there by Isuru. Nicely getting away from the corner.
Beautiful to see Isuru put that together. I thought it was something like a teep to a spinning backhand attempt, and now Dhayabaran's in the corner.
He's in trouble.
Taking damage again.
Isuru was up against the road. You see how he evaded that, and he came back to the center. It was good work there by Isuru.
That teep looked a little bit low, but Isuru continues. Dhayabaran's body language hasn't looked good since round 1.
I need to, having said that, I need to go back to Dhayabaran's comment earlier.
That was a big right hand by Isuru, and he's closing in for the kill, but Dhayabaran swings back. This guy takes damage and just gives it back.
Oh, Dhayabaran caught Isuru with a couple of shots there as well.
Dhayabaran once said, I started fighting because of fear. I started this so I can conquer my fear.
Wow, an inspirational story. Honestly, this guy, I've never seen anyone do that to Isuru Dilhara.
Yeah,
And to do that on short notice is crazy.
I think I can see a look on Isuru Dilhara's face like, why isn't this guy going away?
Right? It's like, you keep coming at me. I keep running over you, you keep coming at me. What's going on, man?
I believe the referee has called a stop
Yeah.
to this contest.
Yes.
I think maybe a little bit too much of an accumulation of damage, and maybe a wise decision there from the officials.
For sure, this fighter safety is number one priority.
But the 19-year-old has nothing to
little
feel
bit-
ashamed of.
A little bit
sure.
confusing as to what's going on here. I think actually just the medic took a look at Dhayabaran and seems like he's ready to continue. I think that was some type of injury stoppage. Not exactly sure what for.
Yeah, I thought the fight was stopped. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
That's
We're
all right.
ready to go. Dhayabaran gets that gloves off, the referee saying. I think he's calling it. A little bit of confusion in the ring at the moment. Yep,
Yeah.
I think the referee
I
has
think the
called
referee
it.
has done the right thing right now.
Okay, so the fight has come to an end.
I don't think he wanted to cause any more damage. I think he's done the right thing. The boy is just 19 years old. He's got nothing to feel ashamed of. He's got nothing.
Nothing to feel ashamed of.
And I hope KFL definitely have him back. This guy shows that he's ready to fight. This
He's
is the type
definitely
of
going to be a part of this.
My God, the
know?
durability, the amount of
Absolutely.
shots.
And a guy like this with so much heart, muscle and technique takes you only so much, right? Heart, that's what takes you, all the way over the line. And this guy showed that today.
While we give our flowers to young Dhayabaran Clarence, we also have to acknowledge Isuru Dilhara and his skills. This was the toughest test of his careers thus far, and that was against a guy who came in on short notice.
I don't think he expected the kind of fight that he had today.
For sure.
This was a proper fight.
For sure, Isuru Dilhara was the favorite to win this fight, and nobody expected that out of Dhayabaran Clarence. Like I said earlier, this was a crazy, crazy fight.
Let's see what the ring announcer has to say now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Chanel Fernando has called a stop to this bout in the third and final round, declaring a winner due to a doctor stoppage, Isuru Dilhara! Ladies and gentlemen, can we also have a huge round of applause for this young animal right here? He took the fight on 2 days' notice, ladies and gentlemen. On 2 days' notice. Make some noise for Dhayabaran Clarence!
Dhayabaran Clarence receives a check worth 40,000 rupees from the KFL. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite our winner of bout number 3. From the Hanguranketa Muay Thai Club, Isuru Dilhara! Receiving a check of 75,000 rupees from the KFL. Representing the Hanguranketa Muay Thai Club, Isuru, may jayagrahane oata kochchara watinawada?
ඇත්තරම මගේ කේපල් දෙවනි පාර ශ්‍රී ලංකන් කරපු එක. ඇත්තරම මම ගොඩක් ට්‍රේනින් කරා. ගොඩක් මහන්සි වුණා මේ වෙනුවෙන්. ඇත්තටම මට සතුටුයි මේ ජයග්‍රහණය ගැන. කේපල් වගේ තරගයක් සංවිධානය කරු ගැන මේ කේපල් ටීම් එකට මම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මගේ ජමිත කෝච්ච ඇතුළු මම මෙතෙන් එන්න උදව් කරපු හැමෝටම මගේ කෝණයන්ගේ යාළුවන්ට මට චියර් කරපු කට්ටියට නම් කියුණකුයි හැවෙන්ටම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා.
Make some noise for Isuru Dilhara, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the runner-up, Dhayabaran Clarence. What a display of fantastic sportsmanship, ladies and gentlemen.